Salutations, friends and strangers of the interwebs. Welcome back to the channel. Stevie Wonder Woman. I am said Stevie. So, this look familiar? This is the Orion Knives logo. And if you have watched my recent videos, you know that I did a full review of the Orion Knives Solaris, and I gave it very high marks. So much that I decided to order one for myself. Before I was even done uploading that video, I went on to orionknives.com and I picked one up. So, David promptly got it out. Comes in this box. Underside is my address, so I won't flip that over. No biggie. But inside the box, you get the knife, and then you get the Orion Knives card. Gives you kind of an exploded view of the Solaris. And here, thank you for your support of Orion Knives. We will continue to strive to produce a product our family can be proud of. Limited lifetime warranty. This warranty covers any defects in materials or workmanship. If one of our knives ever breaks or fails because of material or manufacturing defect, we will replace it. We will repair or replace the knife. See orionknives.com for the full warranty. I have no doubt in my mind that that will be a hassle-free warranty should there ever be any issues. But what I'm going to do for you guys today is... So, yeah, outside of ordering just the knife, I like this sticker. I like that sticker a lot. Outside of just ordering the knife, I also ordered some scales. So I'm going to go ahead and get those installed. I've never taken this knife apart, and that will help. So I ended up going with the stonewashed blade with the blue backspacer and pivot collars. Same action out of the box as the one that I had. So the one that I reviewed had the black wash blade, and I'm more of a stonewash guy myself, so that is the variant I ordered. And then because they looked so rad, I decided to order some of the teardrop fat carbon scales as well. So, I don't know how this knife comes apart, but the best way to figure that out is to just dive into it, right? So, let's start taking this thing apart. We have a captured pivot on the show side, so I'm going to assume that everything disassembles from the clip side. So I got some tools here. I got a couple of drivers. Let's see. This, is that a T6? No. I grabbed the wrong driver. I need to go grab a T8. Okay, I'm back. I'm not set up in my office like I normally am. It's easier to record out on my kitchen table than it is on my very narrow desk to do top down. So this is all T8 hardware. Yep. So it looks like we're going to have to disassemble this from the clip side. Like I said, we got one screw going through the body there and through the clip into the backspacer, one body screw there in the pivot. So I'm just going to start going from back to front. Undo this here. Oh, we got pivots moving around. Okay. Let's see how that works there. All right. This is not wanting to, if I give it a little tension there. Nope, not coming out. It's stuck in there, so let's just see what happens here when I back that one out. See how long this is going to take me. Alright, so we got the pivot out. I'm going to put that right there. See if I can start popping this out. So, that screw seems to be stuck into the barrel. You know what? I'm just going to leave it like that. No, actually, I have to take it off because I'm changing the scales, dummy. Alright, so that is stuck on there, but I think we can get it off without too much trouble. Let's just pop that off there and see if we can't get that screw off of there. Maybe I'm going to have to go get... So it's spinning. Pause. Alright, so I got a little pair of channel locks here that I use for such an occasion. So I'm just going to clamp onto the barrel there. That's really on there. Alright. There we go. Just use muscle to get it off. I'm not stripping though, so that's fine. Alright, so there is that. Now I can take the screw out of the scale, set that aside, set that aside. Alright, back to the knife. So we got the liner there. There is the, okay, so the button, alright, there is the bearings there. You can see it's multi-row bearings, which is nice. Teflon, I believe, on the bearings. My lighting's not that good, is it? I'm going to take off the stop pin, and it looks like I can remove that button lock all in one. I'm going to still have to remove this body screw here. Allows me to take this liner off. Alright, get that scale out of the way, get that scale out of the way. Now let's start reassembling. So, this liner goes in like so. I'm going to put the back spacer on first. So it looks like it's got a pin there to capture that. There. Is that how that works? Should I just zoom in a little bit maybe? Would that help? How do I zoom? There we go. That's a little bit better. So, okay, how do I want to do this? I'm going to take the... I'm going to put the barrels in on this side first, actually, and factually. So, see a little bit of the method into my madness. So, there is that barrel. There is this screw here. It's still stuck in the scale. Sorry, I'm actually doing this kind of in a rush just to see how fast I can do it. Not really taking my time, but I'm sure you guys can still follow along. Alright, so now this screw is going to go in the backside there. One thing that I like about these screws that I don't know if I pointed out in the first video or not, but they are flat and flush with the scales. I like that. All right, so now we can put, oh no, I got to put the barrel over that, or in between the screw and the Learning along with you. You guys are learning along with me. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Okay, now I can put the barrel back in. Okay, now that's in. Now the back spacer will go in like so. Alright, now we're back in business there. Now that pivot, it doesn't look like it's... Oh, nope, it is a D-shaped pivot, so I'm going to have to spin it until it goes in. Alright, where am I messing up here? Alright, D-shaped towards... Is it D-shaped? It is. D-shaped that side there. Alright. Got the pivot in. Pop that screw or the button in. Nope, it's got to go in from this side. Yep, and the pivot just popped out. All right, there we go. There we go. Now I'm going to put the stop pin back in there. This seems to be fairly dry, so though I don't think it needs it, I am going to put a little dab of gunny glide on each side of the bearings. Just a little dab is all I plan on doing. What did I just do? There we go. So he made this construction of this extremely simple. A lot of button locks are a pain in the ass to put together. This one is not. This is a very well thought out and well constructed configuration as far as I'm concerned. So now that goes over that. Something's not right. There we go. Now it's seated. Or it'll seat once. I guess it'll seat once I push the scale onto. Yes. Yep, that's right. Perfect. Very well thought out design on this. This is the easiest button lock I've ever messed with. This is extremely simple. Very, very simple construction on this. Bravo to you, David, on the design of this. You know, I was dying to take it apart when I had the one out on loan, and we don't do that with the pass-around knives, so I wasn't able to. But yeah, extremely simple. I mean, let's see, I guess this is going to end up being about a 15-minute video is all. So 15 minutes to completely take this thing apart, change out the scales, in my opinion, isn't very bad at all. Alright, so let's see how it's going here. We're back on center. We got no centering issues there. We got a little bit of blade play, which means I'm going to need to snug this down a little bit. No blade play there. Let's see how action is. I'm going to back that off just a hair. Still centered good. No blade play, but I am going to snug it up just a hair. Look at that. What do you guys think of that? Check that out. Check out those scales. Raindrop carbon fiber scales, stonewash blade, blue pivot collar, all stone-washed hardware, stone-washed titanium clip. Again, no blade play. Action is exactly what it needs to be. I am extremely happy with this knife. Extremely happy. I already thought the Solaris was a great knife. Again, go back and watch my full review of it if you haven't already. It shouldn't be too far back, and maybe I'll have it linked in the description of this one. I already had high praise for this. Now that I have my own, and when the configuration that I wanted in, I think it's just that much more fabulous. These scales feel really nice. I think the carbon fiber is done really well. It's a little blocky. A little blocky. I don't know. Maybe I didn't notice it as much with the G10, but that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I think that this is a fabulous knife. I'm extremely happy with getting this variation. And if you are looking for a button lock option, all in, this ended up costing, it was $85 for the knife, and then $35 for the scales. So this was $120 in this configuration here. If you don't want the scales, this is an $85 button lock. I don't think you can go wrong with that. I think it's fantastic. So there it is, folks. The Orion Knives Solaris. Order you one. Push the button. Push the button. Go to orionknives.com and order you one. This is one of the few knives that I have done a review on that I'm fully giving 2 thumbs up of approval. Again, I said I don't care if you're into budget knives or you're into higher end knives. This is a good knife at any price point. This is a good knife. So that's all I got for you folks. Thanks for following along in this sloppy breakdown or disassembly installation scale video. That's all I got. Until the next one, deuces.